Leo sat alone on a worn bench in the schoolyard, watching his classmates play joyfully. His small, soft brown fur and big blue eyes reflected his loneliness as he adjusted his slightly worn school uniform. The sound of laughter filled the air, but Leo remained distant, isolated from the world around him. He longed for connection, for a way to stand up against the bullies who made his days miserable. Day after day, Bruno, the large, rough-looking gray cat, and his gang of bullies tormented Leo. Bruno, with his muscular build and scowling face, loomed over Leo, mocking him at every chance. The schoolyard, once a place of play and happiness, became a battleground where Leo was constantly pushed down, both physically and emotionally. His school uniform became torn and dirtied from the relentless bullying, his spirit crushed beneath the weight of fear. One afternoon, when the bullying had reached its peak, a figure from the shadows took notice. Pancuro, the old black cat with piercing yellow eyes and a sturdy build, quietly observed the torment from afar. Dressed in his janitor's uniform, Pancuro had always kept to himself, but something in Leo's quiet suffering stirred him. He decided it was time to act. The next day, Pancuro approached Leo in the schoolyard. Without a word, he beckoned Leo to follow him to the old part of the school, a place few students ever visited. There, hidden away, was a forgotten gym filled with dusty kung fu equipment. Rays of sunlight filtered through the cracked windows, casting a magical glow over the old training space. Leo's eyes widened in awe as he took in the sight. Pancuro explained that this was where he had once trained, and that he saw potential in Leo. The boy was small, yes, but he had a quiet strength that could be honed. Under Pancuro's guidance, Leo began his training. The sessions were long and grueling, but Leo's determination grew with each passing day. His once timid demeanor was slowly replaced by focus and resolve. He practiced kung fu moves relentlessly, his body becoming more agile, his strikes sharper. Pancuro, with his vast knowledge and experience, taught Leo the art of defense, balance, and inner strength. The once scared young cat was transforming into a fighter. Weeks passed, and Leo's confidence blossomed. He no longer felt like the weak, small boy he once was. He was ready to face his fears. One day, the inevitable confrontation came. Bruno and his gang cornered Leo in the schoolyard, but this time, Leo stood tall. The other students gathered, sensing that something was different about Leo. Bruno, as imposing as ever, smirked, thinking this would be another easy victory. But as he lunged forward, Leo moved with precision and speed, dodging Bruno's attack and countering with a swift kung fu move. The schoolyard gasped in disbelief. The fight was intense, but Leo, with all his training, managed to hold his ground. Blow after blow, he evaded Bruno's strikes, using his agility to outmaneuver the larger bully. At one point, Leo delivered a powerful kick, sending Bruno tumbling to the ground. The schoolyard fell silent as Bruno lay there, defeated and humiliated. Leo, panting and bruised but victorious, stood over him, his eyes no longer filled with fear, but with determination and strength. After the fight, Leo approached Bruno, offering him a hand to stand. It was a gesture of peace, a sign that Leo had not only won the physical battle, but had risen above the violence. Bruno hesitated, then accepted the hand, his expression softened by the humbling defeat. The other students, once silent witnesses to the bullying, now looked at Leo with newfound respect. Leo was no longer the small, scared cat he once was. He had found strength, not just in his physical abilities, but in his heart. As he stood in the now quiet schoolyard, gazing out at the horizon, he reflected on his journey. The pain, the training, the victory. It had all shaped him into who he was now.